talking about today? What is it about today? So today, it's going to be all about the 2021 business plan. Today's call is all about the 2021 business plan, right? So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to just walk you through it. That's what we're going to do. Simply walk through the plan, and I'm going to point out a few things for everyone. So where do you find the plan? So when you go into the Illume, simply go to My Business and then go down to the business plan. There it is. Click on 2021 and we start with number one. And number one is the foundations. This is your foundation, your core. This is where, when you have that tough question to ask yourself, you go back to your foundation. You look at that and it's like, hey, this is what I wrote. This is how I want to structure my business. So let's start off with the first question. Are you committed? What's your commitment like? Are you interested? Are you committed? Or are you obsessed of reaching your goal in 2021? And I want to know. I want you to write it in there. Actually type it in. I am obsessed for running my business like a CEO. Like whatever it is for you, put it in there. What's that message you want to say to yourself, right? And you basically want to say, hey, this is why I'm committed. Put it in here, right? Put it in whatever it may be. Accountability is the next one. Now, you have me, right? I am here for you. I will keep you accountable. But sometimes you need a little bit more, right? So who else needs to be part of your plan? Who else needs to help you achieve your goals? Well, put that in there. What does that mean to you? Do you have, for example, if part of your goals is to lose some weight, you want to get into a routine of going to the gym and exercising, so you want to have a trainer, right? That trainer will be part of your accountability, right? Perhaps you have an accountability partner where you practice your scripts and dialogues, or someone where it keeps you accountable to making your calls, right? Or maybe it's just, staying focused on your expenses, whatever that be. Who's that person in your life or people that you could bring in to help you stay accountable to your goals, right? The why. Ooh, this is a good one. Hey, the why is extremely important. And I get at times clients ask me, it's like, I don't think I have a strong enough why, right? And you know what? I could tell you right now that those agents that have the strong why, that have that powerful why, and why it is they want to achieve what it is that they want to achieve, the more powerful the why, the more committed you become to achieving your goals, and the more likely of actually hitting your goals. So I would dig deep. What is it that you want? What's the most important thing that you want? Right? I put down here, I want to have $5 million in an investment account, which generating a passive income for me that covers all my expenses, and it continues to grow each and every year. So I actually physically don't have to go to work. I choose to go to work. That's fine, but I don't have to go to work. I have that, there's no stress financially for me, right? Vision. What is your vision statement look like? What's that statement that you're going to say to yourself that's like, hey, this is my vision for the next 3 to 5 years, right? 3 to 5 years out, right? Because you're going to all be around 3 to 5 years. What are you committed to, right? And put that in there. What that vision look like? Now, as you know, we have what we call the 8 levels of performance, where you take an agent, a level 1 has no budget, no leads, no systems, nothing going on. And then we bring you all the way up, to the point where you hire an assistant, grow the team outperforms you, and then eventually your succession plan where you're selling the business, right? Where does that look like in the next 3 to 5 years for you, right? What's your vision statement? Mission statement. What is your mission statement? Now, I can tell you right now, Tom's mission statement, and we have it here on our little poker chips. He's got it: holding professionals accountable to fulfill their greatness. What a great mission statement. Holding professionals accountable to fulfill their greatness. Love that one. And then what he has is his core values, and we have them all here. We got 5 core values, right? So this is something that you need to have as a CEO of your business. What is your mission statement? And what are your core values that you can turn to when you have those difficult questions to ask? Right? What are your core values, and what is your mission statement? All right. So all of this is the foundation. Fantastic. Now we move on to the next. Next part is all about the numbers. It's working on your numbers. As soon as it goes, there it goes. So what are the numbers? Real simple. You're going to figure out 2020, where did the business actually come from? As you can see here, we have your past clients, past client referrals. We have your SOI or COI, centers of influence, and then their referrals. Now these four, we count them as one lead source. It really is one lead source. It is your past client center of influence database. Everyone works it. It's people that you know. It's that group of people that you know. So we always count that as one lead source, right? But it's nice to break it down to make sure that you're maximizing that one lead source. The next thing we have is, are you getting business from agent-to-agent referrals? Are you getting business from your geographical farm? Are you getting business from open houses or online leads? Whatever it may be. Here's the thing, folks. We want to have at least four lead sources that we work. Now, past clients, these four here, I would count as one. That's one lead source. So that means you need to come up with 3 other ones, right? So do a deep dive on where did the business come from. Maybe it's not even on this list. So you have to type it in. Like maybe you're doing for sale by owners. Like that is a lead source for you, right? And you want to add them in. And perhaps this year, you put in 3 deals. You got 3 deals this year from that lead source. And next year, when we're future pacing now, taking a look at what we did and what we want to do, hey, let's be logical. Maybe next year I'm going to add an extra for sale by owner because I know I can achieve that, right? Online leads, I'm going to add a few more. For my geo farm, I'm going to add a few more. So I'm going to future pace what I've done this year for next year to set my goals. So if I achieve 30 transactions, 15 buyer, 15 seller in 2020, my goal next year may be 40. I want to jump up to 40 and get another 10 deals. So we want to calculate that up. Then we want to put in, hey, what was the sales volume for sellers and buyers? And what was the gross commission income? Now, I want to be very, very clear here. Gross commission income, you put in the number that's after your split. It's that money that you're taking home. The gross part is because then you have some expenses for your business expenses, but we're not factoring in what the office takes off the top. Okay. We want your gross commission income, right? And then we're going to calculate out what it is that our average sale price is and what's our average commission. And then you figure it out. So here, my volume 2020 was 12 million and my anticipation is 16 million for next year. I'm looking at earning 300,000 this year. That's what I earned, and 400,000 next year. That's what it comes down to it. So we put in our commission, we write it in what we're getting. Now, as we go down, we now need to break those transactions down, break them down. So what are you going to do in the first quarter? What will you do in the second, third, and fourth? Everyone's different. Everyone has different cycles in their marketplace. When when you do the majority of your business, and you put that in, right? Then we break down what is your goals. For example, if I go on 4 listing appointments, I know I get 3 out of the 4. So I'm putting myself as a 75% from listing appointment to listings taken. I know in my marketplace, for every listing that I get, pretty much I get a transaction. So it's 100% in my books, right? And then I also know that I'm working with buyers. For every 4 buyers I meet with, I actually only work with 1, right? So you put in the numbers that you know. Right? My average conversations is 5 per hour, right? So now it breaks it all down for me. So if I'm working 5 days a week, I take 8 weeks holidays. So that means I'm working 44 weeks in the year. Here's how my numbers turn out to be. I need 1,600 conversations, and then it all breaks it down for me. I know exactly what I need to do each week. I need to know for the year, for the week, and for the day. I need to do 2 hours of power. I need to have 8 conversations, and my goal is to set 1 appointment. It breaks it down for you. It's absolutely amazing, right? All right, let's jump into the next one. Now, the next one is all about the marketing. Now, this is real interesting. This is what we need to do here. We need to first and foremost decide what is your unique selling proposition. What makes you different from the average agent? And you put that down. I want you to know why I should hire you instead of the other agent in the neighborhood. Right? Put that down, right? Understand what your unique selling proposition is, right? Then what we need to do is we need to take a look at our lead sources. And as I said from the beginning, minimum of 4. So we need to have a minimum of 4. And this is an example of how it looks like. If I had a geographical farm, that's what I'm working for, and my goal is to do 5 transactions in that geo farm, what would I do to get those 5 transactions? What is my prospecting plan? What is my networking plan? What is my marketing plan? What sort of follow-up should I have, or nurturing if they're further down the road? The difference between follow-up and nurturing is they're 6 months and beyond. Follow-up is under 6 months. What do I do to stay in touch with my potential leads if they're under 6 months, right? So now we pick our lead sources. First one, of course, like I mentioned, is your database. How many transactions? If I have 300 people in my database, then my goal is to get 30 deals. It's 10%, right? What do I do to market, network, and I put it all in here. Then I add another lead source. And perhaps my second lead source can be, I know, for sale by owners. I put that in there. My goal is to get 4 deals this year with for sale by owners. Great. What do I do to achieve that? And I would put that all in here. So fill out for each lead source that you may have and put them all in here. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is on operations. So looking at your business from the operational side, what do you need to build in systems and procedures and things in your business to make the business move smoothly? For example, perhaps you're looking at hiring a new assistant or a marketing coordinator, or perhaps a inside salesperson or outside salesperson, whatever that may be. What's the priority in achieving this? Now, I can tell you this much. Here, it's given an example of 6. Way too much. Okay, folks, way too much. I would look at only doing 3. What are 3 things that you can do next year that's going to help you build the business? Help you make the transition, all the transactions and everything that you're doing a lot smoother. Okay, and then put them in and prioritize them. All right. Next, we're looking at your SWOT test. So what the SWOT test is take a look and ask yourself this: what are your strengths? In my case, my strengths would be prospecting over the phone, building rapport with people that I completely don't know. It's my discipline. It's my consistency. That is my strengths. What's my weaknesses? I would say lead follow-up and video. I'm being real. That's who I am, right? When I look at opportunities that are in my marketplace, well, I know for sure agents that in my marketplace don't prospect as much as I do. So that is an opportunity for me. Prospect more, get more business. What is the challenge I have? The threat is, as time goes on, there are less and less numbers for me to call. It just seems like everyone's going on to cell phones and less landlines. And unfortunately, here in Canada, I can't get any phone numbers that are cell. So that tends to be a threat for me, is if I only put all my eggs in one basket and all I do is prospect, and I don't do video, which is a weakness of mine, then I will be out to pasture soon. That's what will happen. Yeah, my business will die, because you need to be innovating. So I have to understand that. Like, this is an issue. This is a big time threat in my business, and I need to pivot and adjust. So this is a really good analysis. Please don't take this lightly. Really do think about it. And then the last thing we have here is your budget. Yes. So how do we start this off? Real simple. Look at your budget. Look at your personal expenses. What are they? Put them all in here, right? Go look at your business expenses. What are they? Put them all in here, right? Don't take anything for granted. Put it all in here. If you don't know your numbers, you're not going to grow your business. I'm telling you right now, right? This is extremely important. So what are your personal expenses? What are your business expenses? What are your 401k contributions that you want to do per month, or your RSP contributions you want to do per month, right? And then what's your tax rate? What are you paying for your taxes? And then the computer would just figure it out for you. Hey, this is your projected income, right? This is what you're thinking you're going to make, 400,000, and then it breaks it all down, and then it tells you, all right, your expenses, your bank accounts for your business account should be 30%, your personal and savings account 48%, and then taxes 22%. You need to have the 3 accounts. So this is a great breakdown. And folks, this is the 2021 business plan. I really hope this was useful for you. You need to have the business plan completed by November the 15th. So you got 3 weeks to complete it. Please do so. Have that ready. During our calls moving forward will all be about the business plan, right? I know I'm putting this video out there so you can watch it. So we've just gone through it, but I know only 6 of you can actually watch this video. So the rest of you, I have to walk this through, which is fine because this is part of our process. We need to know our business plan. We need to have that then visual up in front. We need to share it with our broker, our manager, our spouse. We need to put life into it. Let's be honest. Like, this is important. You're talking about your being the best version of yourself in 2021, and it starts with a plan. That's what it does. Hey guys, you guys are awesome. What day's the day, baby? Yeah, it's a money-making day. If you're on this call, it's a money-making day for you. So let's get out there, let's make some calls, talk to some people, and set some appointments. And I'll talk to all of you real soon. Thanks so much.